Alrighty guys, so continuing on with the EZA showcases, now we have Vegeto's EZA showcase, who of course is the counterpart to Gogeta. So anyways, again, they are 55% completely EZA'd, and again, I do expect Vegeto to overall be a little bit more impressive than Gogeta. Again, as much as, people might not want to, believe it or just like don't want to accept it, but unfortunately they really did make Vegito significantly better than Gogeta. The only area that I think this Vegito is going to be better than Gogeta though, which again is probably the most important area anyways, is going to be defense. Defensive wise, I think this unit is going to be much better. Though in terms of the attack stats being put up, I do think Gogeta is going to beat him both in base and in when they actually transform. Again, I do think, overall, Gogeta's going to put more numbers up, but Vegito is going to be able to defend much better. So, anyways, let's go ahead, let's hop right in, and let's see what this Vegito can do at the EZA 55% level. Alrighty guys, so now we are on the Joined Forces team, so we're going to have a similar setup to, actually, it's pretty much going to be the same setup that I did for Gogeta Showcase. The one thing I did forget about Gogeta Showcase, which I'm not going to go ahead and forget about now, and I think I might actually just, make it its own video for Gogeta, is the fact that they now lead their own teams, which for Vegito is Potara, and then for Gogeta it's Fusion. I think it's 3 key and 180%. So, again, they do introduce new leader skills of 180%. So, again, unfortunately I didn't do that for Gogeta, but I think I might just go ahead and make his own video, using the full 180% leader skill. So, anyways, we have a pretty good opening rotation here. We have, well, we're going to have 5 out of 7 links, because, again, when we go ahead and get a super attack off, again, that's going to be 5 out of 7 links. We also do have the Vegeta and Bulma unit that is giving 22% in terms of a support type ability, putting our defense to 155k there. Now, that is, again, way more than Gogeta's. I think Gogeta's was like around in the 130, close to 140k range. So, again, very clearly, again, you can very much tell that. Again, Vegito is going to have significantly more defense than Gogeta. Though, when it comes to attack stats, again, I do think Gogeta is going to beat Vegito in that aspect. Because, again, that's a 3 million attack stat with support. Granted, it's only 22% support, but, again, Gogeta put up way better numbers turn 1 with full 24 key than just 3 million. So, again, even though defensively, again, I do think Vegito is going to be looking much better. In terms of just pure offensive power, Vegito is going to be, no, in terms of just pure offensive power, it's going to be Gogeta. In terms of pure defensive power, it is going to be Vegito. So, again, that is just, I guess, the one thing you kind of have to keep in mind is, depending on what you value more, with it being offense or defense, I think is really going to significantly impact your criticisms or your views on the units. Because for me, personally, I do highly value defense. I'm someone who just really is defensive oriented when it comes to my units. So for me, I do think Vegito very easily takes the cake over Gogeta. Because my logic behind it is, again, if you can't take a hit, then what's the point of you being able to dish out the damage if you can't take it in return? So, again, because of that kind of like little mentality that I have there, again, I do tend to value, Vegito more than Gogeta when it comes to just pure offensive power. Now, without any support on rotation, we are at 144k defense, which is pretty good. So again, that's a very notable thing to notice about Gogeta there, is that he is going to have some very solid defensive numbers, basically on any team that he's on. Because again, the Joined Forces team is going to be probably the only team that he has the lowest leader skill access to. Because again, he now leads Potara and is very clearly the best leader. Before it was EZA Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, who was a 160%, but again, that no longer really matters considering the fact that, again, he now leads Potara with 180%. And then, of course, on the 200% leader skill, he is going to be looking his best. So there is that. Alright, let's see what Gogeta does here, or Vegito does. So 3.5. Now, the reason why his attack stat there is a lot higher is because, again, we did have more links active. I actually believe we had 7 out of 7 links, if not 6 out of 7. So, again, that's still pretty good. That is, again, quite impressive. That is very, very good damage. Very respectable numbers. Oh. Well, apparently we're going to get the exchange with Vegeta and Bulma here. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to move on to the next team. Because, again, we already did see what they can do on this team, again, with support and then without it. So, again, we're just going to go ahead and then move on to the next one. Okay, guys, so now we are on the Kamehameha team, which is probably going to be one of Vegeto's best teams because, of course, as always, we do have our boy, the GOAT, version Z Goku. So, we do have 30% support on this rotation, so Vegeta's going to be looking very good with 176k defense. That's good. That is very, very good, actually. Holy cow. So this guy's defense is over 200k when this guy's super is very easily over 200k. Okay, so that, that's very good for Vegeta. That's quite impressive, actually. Holy cow. And we have 6 out of 7 links, so this is going to be a pretty good turn for him. A very, very good turn indeed. Hopefully, again, Tech Vegeta here, or Tech Gogeta here doesn't finish off, you know, Goku and Vegeta, because if he does, that's going to be annoying. Come on, boys, don't do it. Oh, hey, thank you. God damn it. Okay, after this super attack, don't super no more, please. Let's just leave it like that. Thank you, boys. All right, let's see what Vegito does here. He puts up 4 million. I will take that. That is a very, very respectable number. 4 million with over like 200k defense, 30% chance to crit, 30% chance to dodge. Because again, Vegito and Gogeta in their base forms, in their non-fused states, are literally just the same unit. They're literally just a direct copy and paste of each other. It's only really when you transform do you really notice a difference in them. I mean, like for example, Vegito in his base form with the 30% support almost had as much defense as a non-supported physical Gogeta was. Gogeta was at 178k, but that was also on a 200% leader skill, so I mean, that should tell you pretty much all you need to know about how freaking ridiculously powerful this guy's defense is. Like, again, I love Gogeta, but Vegito really, really does kill him when it comes to defense. And just literally any sort of defensive power, because again, Vegito has damage reduction in his transform state. This Gogeta doesn't, and unfortunately for him, he just really can't compete with something like that. If I'm just being, you know, completely honest there, he really can't compete with that. All right, we're gonna get this last super attack here. So he's at what, 159k defense without support. So that's again still relatively decent. Again, his defense is still gonna be at a pretty respectable level. So it was at 159k. Essentially, I mean, it was obviously a little more, but I'm just gonna do that there for now. So yeah, his defense is over 200k, even at, you know, 159k, very easily. And he put up a 3.4 million attack stat there. And I think we do have 6 out of 7 links on this turn, because I'm pretty sure the God Boys have Kamehameha, or maybe not. I'm still kind of like debating on whether or not, because again, I'm not too sure if they do actually have it though. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's move on to now Vegeto's own team, which is going to be the Potara team, which of course, instead of being a 170% led team like the Kamehameha is, it's going to be a 180% led team. So let's go ahead, let's hop right in, and let's see what he does on a 180% led team. Okay, guys, so unfortunately, again, this is just starting to become a really, really common theme, is I wasn't able to actually find any friend into Vegito that were also Easy Aid. I did find 2 friends, but one of them's super attack level was 10 out of 20, and the other was not even Easy Aid. And then I tried re-rolling several times for about maybe half an hour, because again, I really wanted to show off the team, and I still got nothing. And again, I'm not going to try to delay this video more than it already is. So I said, screw it. We're just moving on to the 200% leader skill, which, of course, as you guys can tell, is going to be on the Fused Fighter team, led, of course, by the LR Monkey Boys. And his defense is extremely high over here at 181k defense. No support, by the way. Literally, none of the units on the team give support. So everything that you see from Vegito is literally just him. So 2.5 million there on a 12 key super attack with like 181k defense, over 200k defense after he supers at 55% is quite good, I would imagine. So I, for the most part, am absolutely going to take that attack set. That is more than okay. In fact, that is spectacularly good. Again, Vegito, not as good when it comes to damage, like I'll be the first one to say it, but my god is he good defensively. And unfortunately, with the ultimate red zone, you really want units that are like exceptional in terms of defense, because dude, the ultimate red zone is how do I put this? It's a new type of difficulty that moving forward I fully expect them to release just the most stupidly broken Dokkan Fest units to go ahead and take that event down, because dude, it is hard. It is really, really damn hard. So anyways, we managed to get, of course, Vegito a 24 key super attack courtesy of Super Saiyan 2, of GT Super Saiyan Vegeta. And again, no support, 4 million attack stat with, again, this guy's level of defense. He does have the crit chance and the dodge chance, which even though it's only 30%, he still technically has. So again, I'm extremely impressed so far with what I've seen. Again, this Vegito unit overall, I think it's just going to be a fantastic option to run pretty much everywhere, man. Like, again, their base forms are really good. They're just really damn good. So, again, they're just going to be extremely impressive units that, you know, no matter where you take them, you know, both Vegito and Gogeta, I mean, they're going to perform at their 100% best rate ever, because again, they really don't need a lot of support, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe Gogeta does just for the sake of, you know, like defense, but really other than that, you don't really need support with these units. Like, these units are completely fine on their own just the way that they are, which is, again, probably the thing that I like about them most, is that, like, they really, like, design these guys are exceptionally well. Like, they really don't need that much help when it comes to literally anything in their passive. Alright, so now we're going to have 7 out of 7 links. I'm going to go ahead and redo that turn, because I'm pretty sure we could actually go ahead and get their full 24 key super attack that I just, again, didn't click on the correct orbs right there, because I'm pretty sure we can, if I'm not mistaken. Because they do get what is it, like an additional 2 key per rainbow key sphere? Yeah, so yeah, I could have played that better. So let me go ahead and do that. And then this should give them, yep, full 24 key super attack. Very big brain moment there by me. The good thing is that I didn't give the Tech Gogeta super attack. Again, I don't like to risk units killing the bosses before I can showcase the super attack for a unit like that. So I probably knew that they were going to like additional or something, so to account for that, didn't give him a regular attack. Because God knows how many times that's happened to me, and it is annoying every single time. Alright. At least we also get to see the super attack for the Dokkan Fest androids, who are actually still pretty good to this day. In fact, probably a top tier war, if not the best. Alright, what do you guys give us here? 4.4. Oh, and then of course they do absorb the Ki Blast, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Alright, so again, 4.4 million, no support, over 200k defense, 30% chance to crit, and dodge. Very, very impressive. So now what we did, of course, with the Gogeta showcase, we're going to go into, presumably, again, the legendary Goku event. And this time around, we're actually going to go ahead and, of course, get Vegito to transform, and then we'll showcase him there on a 200% leader skill. So we will be back when we get this guy to transform. Alrighty, boys, so now we are over here once more on the Fuse Fighter slash GT Hero team, and we did manage to go ahead and get Vegeta here to transform. Now, wow, okay. 193k defense, you say? That's no support. There's no support on this team. God damn, this freaking Vegeta, Jesus Christ. You can see the jump in defense between him and Gogeta. And again, I ran him on the same team. Okay, how many links do we have active? We have 3 out of 7. So I'm probably going to want to get Kefla on rotation with him. But, yeah, dude. His defense is looking pretty good. And again, these counters should do a fair amount. Oh, yeah, I think we might even finish him off here. Yeah, dude, the counters are... Dude, the counters are just too freaking strong, bro. We actually just killed him right there with nothing but counters. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and float off Kefla there. Again, I don't know how many links we're going to be able to get with them together, but hopefully it's a decent amount, because unfortunately, I don't have STR Super Vegito on my account. So, I don't have access to the rotation, unlike I do with Gogeta, of having both Vegito and the transforming Vegito on the same turn together, because they have 7 out of 7 links. So, you know, they're really, really good partners together. I mean, even without having a perfect linking partner, I do think this Vegito is still going to be really freaking damn powerful. Because again, when he fuses for the first time, he gets 30% damage reduction for 3 turns. So again, that's gonna go a long way, considering the fact that he's getting 50% defense on his super. So literally on top of everything that he's got, his defense, his counters, he's also got 30% damage reduction for 3 turns. So last turn and this turn that he's about to be on are the only 2 turns where he's going to have that 30% damage reduction, unfortunately. But, yeah. This Vegito is nasty. This Vegito is really, really powerful. He's really looking to be, like, probably one of the best units in the game. I'm a huge fan of this guy already, I'll tell you that. Alright, so... Unfortunately, we're going to have to float off, I think. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. Because, again, we're only going to have 3 links active. With this, that would have been 4. But again, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to risk that for the biscuit. I actually really want to get a super attack here with Vegito, because Vegito managed to finish off God Goku with only counters. And I think he might do the same here with this blue Goku. Yeah, I think he's actually just going to straight up kill him with just nothing but counters. Yeah, I think he's dead. Oh, never mind. Okay, so 3.7 there. Again, not the craziest in terms of attack stat, but again, we also don't have all of his links active like we did with Gogeta there. But even if we did have all of his links active again, I don't think he would have been at the same like defensive level, or not defensive level, but attack stat level as Gogeta. Though he could easily make up for it with just his pure counters. Too. I actually really want to see how he's going to fare against UI Goku, because this UI Goku specifically still hits very, very hard. And again, he doesn't have that 30% damage reduction no more, but he does have 15% for the rest of the fight. So that's another good thing that he does have, is that he doesn't have the craziest amount of damage reduction. Again, he only has 15%. But with his high level of defense, which is, again, 193k with no support, he, I think, should be looking pretty damn good. Because, again, he does get 50% on super. It's 193k. Half of 193k is, like, what? Like, 90, 92, 93, 90, yeah, something around there. And that puts his defense at like 280k defense around there. And again, with that 15% damage reduction, it's going to go a long way. Okay, I'm actually surprised he didn't super. But you know what? I think I may have just, I may or may not have just shot myself in the foot, but okay, my theory was right. Kefla does have a decent amount of links with him active. So again, 193k defense. Hopefully, again, he does super in the first slot there, because I really would like to see that. So this is going to be 6 out of 7 links. So this is going to be an extremely good rotation. This is probably going to be the highest attack stat we're going to see from Vegeta. Alright, so even if Tech Gogeta gets supered, we're not going to die, because he does have 30% damage reduction in his base form. Again, so they're going to be able to super attack, so even if, again, you know, UI decides to super after these guys super attack, they're going to be even better defensively, especially with that double super there. But I really want him to super Vegito, because again, I want to see how that damage reduction is going to play with this guy's defense. So 4.2 million. Again, we basically almost had every single one of his links active, 6 out of 7. Again, Gogeta was at 4.8. Vegito here is at 4.2. With the Kamehameha link, he would have been at around like maybe 4.5 million. So just shy of what physical Gogeta can do. Unfortunately, UI didn't super like I wanted him to, which really sucks. But it is what it is. And I think I just might get one more rotation with him. And I'm going to put him in the first slot. But I think I'm just going to do one more for the sake of the video. And then after that, of course, we're just going to go over to the breakdown portion of the video as always. But again, looking very, very impressive, this Vegito. Even though, again, his damage is not as good as Gogeta's, and again, I'm excluding counters for this specific reason. Again, with the counters, he is going to be doing considerably more damage. Though at the 55% level, I don't think he'll be doing as much. Because again, keep in mind, Gogeta does have the super effective against all types ability and the crit chance. Vegito at the 55% really doesn't have that. Unless you like invest crit equipment into him, again, Vegito doesn't really have any of that going for him, which does kind of suck. But at the same time, it's like, it's not what I would consider too detrimental to him as a unit. So he still should be, you know, relatively very good. Alright, so we're going to do that with him. This is going to be the last turn we see from him. And then, of course, I mean, like I said, we're going to go over to the breakdown portion of the video. Because, again, we've pretty much seen all that we need to see from him again. His damage is solid. His defense is really good, especially for the first 3 turns, like I said. Again, overall, just a really, really good unit. So, anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. And, oh, wait, no. My bad. Let's head on over now to the breakdown portion of the video. Okay, guys, so, as always with the breakdown portion of the video, I'm just going to reiterate some points that, again, were made throughout the entire video. So, first of all, again, between Vegito and Gogeta, Vegito very clearly takes the cake in terms of defense alone. In terms of damage output, I will have to give this to Gogeta, but again, that's not to say that one is better than the other. They're both very, very much good in their own rights, with, of course, again, even though many people don't want to admit this sometimes, Vegito overall is slightly better than Gogeta. The main slight advantage he has is, again, when they fuse, Gogeta has dodge, Vegito has damage reduction with, again, honestly, damage reduction being the more impactful of the two. Because, again, dodge is nice, but unless you have it, number one, guaranteed, or like a 70% chance, you really don't need it. Again, 50% chances are nice, but again, 70% chances are guaranteed is basically where you want to be at nowadays, especially with content like the Ultimate Red Zone out. But again, Vegito performed very, very well. Again, his counters are really, really damn powerful now, especially after he super attacks. His defense is phenomenal. Again, close to 200k on a 55% unit. Sure, it was on a 200% leader skill, but again, that's basically going to be like the new meta nowadays, is 200% leader skills. So, again, this unit is just an absolute behemoth. He's a beast. The only drawback is, again, he is a unit that I think out of both, you know, him and Gogeta, you really do want more dupes in him, especially to invest in crit. Gogeta doesn't really have that issue because he does get it straight from his passive. So again, I guess in that aspect too, you can call, you know, maybe Gogeta just get a little bit of a leg up in that instance. But again, overall, they're still going to be very good with, of course, Vegeta taking the cake in terms of defense. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Again, very, very impressive unit. If you have this unit on Global, make sure you prepare for their EZA. Again, they're just fantastic units overall. So anyways, that is going to do it for today's video, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.
The name of this one is Rosé. Oh, this is the power of legendary Super Saiyan Goku. Now I understand.